Morning. It's October 30th, 2019. This is Deb. I thought today we'd do a little Wednesday wisdom. And what I wanted to start off with today is really about the definition from the Urban Dictionary of a philosopher, right? Hashtag Wednesday wisdom really should be the philosophers up all over that. But we've been marginalized a lot in contemporary society. And this definition is probably one you've not heard, but I think it really defines who philosophers are. Those of us who really consider it an actual calling, a sort of cognitive processing methodology, and really inherently, sometimes the way some of us think that most of you would consider odd, it tends to be a very analytical way of thinking, a way of synthesizing a great deal of facts, a great deal of data, and coming up with hypotheses, new ways of thinking and looking at the world based on connecting dots that it takes a great deal of effort and learning to arrive at. It's really nothing but a capacity to use our memory banks, the only riches we ever have, in ways that most people just simply don't want to spend the energy to think that much. But our world is in chaos, and we've got to have people on the public stage who are not experts in very tiny little slices of knowledge. We want to talk to the generalists, like myself, who want to learn enough about everything to understand it well enough to be able to connect a dot here, there, wherever it might be. So the definition in the Urban Dictionary of a philosopher says, to be a philosopher is to carry the burdens of the mistakes of the world. That's some Wednesday wisdom for you. Those of us who can think astutely, without undue emotion, but with appropriate emotion, appropriate human outrage at the state of 2019, that emotion makes so much sense that we have to start using it. And one of the things that I'd like to talk about in Wednesday Wisdom today is curse words, right? They're simply words of emotion. What purpose do we have going around banning just a small collection of words in English, right? There's different words in every language out there. There are many different words in English. Many very, very, very strong curse words are not in the least bit obnoxious to anyone in America, like bloody. I kind of like bloody myself because, that's a horrible thing to have happen. That's what I want to express, that what you're saying or what's going on around the world is so horrible. I just feel like I'm bleeding. That is a great curse word that really isn't a curse word in America at all. So, the randomness of this whole thing, we need words to signify intense emotions of all sorts. And we need that to be a real direct pipeline with our community. The environment that we're in, we want those words to land. Because here's what it does. Using a curse word mitigates lots of intense personal rage that can be expressed through a social commonality. That is a greater good that these words serve. They allow us to use our words, not our fists, not our intensity of wanting to attack somebody and make them hurt the way we hurt. When you use a curse word, you're actually doing a public good. And I'd also like to draw attention to really the wasted human energy of the profanity police. What are adults thinking? Why are you apologizing for selecting a word that feels so correct? Come on, let's all grow up. Let's be grown folks in America. And let's just let curse words fly. And when we do that, we have to view it with the intention that this is replacing all sorts of anger management issues, right? When you can have that freedom to use your words fully, to get that full expression of that emotion that really needs to be solved out, then all of us adults can go around creating a better world rather than telling other people what should be coming out of their own mouths. All right, that's been hashtag Wednesday Wisdom from your philosopher of well-being, Deb Helfrich. I hope you have a great day and enjoyed this little trip through both what a philosopher does and how thinking about even something like a curse word as a really interesting part of humanity, it leads to a lot of insights occurring.